Hey, hey, hello. If you're hearing me loud and clear, if you're hearing me one in the chat, yeah. I want to say good night if you're hearing me, and we're here witnessing the second half of the SVGFF Premier League, and this is the penultimate round of games, and we are currently witnessing Hopes International versus Jebelles FC. All right, so if you join me, just please share it. You're gonna hear hopefully my commentary. Yes, so we're back here, and the score is 1-0 in favor of Jebels FC. And in case you're wondering, Jebels are dressed in the neon green top and the blue pants, while Hope International is currently wearing the white and blue top and black pants. And the score, as you can see, is 1-0. And currently, this is a very good result for Jebels FC, and they are doing themselves a lot of favors because this win will see them leapfrogging the leaders, Hopes International, with one game to go. And once they handle the business, they will be champions. So it's still all to play for in the remaining minutes of the game for Hope International. And I know there are other teams that are around the top who will be looking and paying keen interest to this game. So it's Jebels on the attack, and let's see what is Millington clearing big boot. And just in case you're just joining us, Hope International, they are actually playing the game with 10 men, They had a player who was sent early in the first half. So yes, so if you're joining me right here, right now, this game is actually a bit more hype and and this game actually has a lot more to play for than that is being hyped around St. Vincent and the Grenadines and St. Vincent football. This is the top of the table clash, and it could be winner takes all when it comes to the SVGFF Premier League 2022-2023 season. And if we go to the live table, it's Jebelles currently leading the table with 28 points, and Hopes are second with 27 points. And that was the keeper, Dino Charles, with a lovely save as we see Hopes trying to build up from the back. Let's see how they progress and see if they can find themselves an equalizer very soon. So we are all the minutes in the second half as we see both teams still jostling, trying to get their rhythm after the halftime interval. And it's Matthias with the ball, plays it in. But the game currently is very sloppy. We see a lot of fouls and no build up, no constructive build up. This could be because of the importance of the game, where it's like a chess match. And however, I would like to say it's check in favor of Jebelles. Let's see as we see the jostling continues. So it's Matthias plays it in, and Matthias has just recently represented his country in the Nation League as he plays it back to his teammate. So the pressure is on both coaches, as we see in frame the Hope International coach as he making his paces on the touchline. He's probably thinking about what tactics he got to change, how he gonna readjust in terms of getting his side back into the game, because what they don't want to do this evening is actually lose the game. So it's Matthews with the ball, plays out, beats one, beats two, and distribute, but a poor control there. As so with the man advantage, one man advantage, it seems that all Jebels, they have the man advantage, they have a goal advantage. All they need to do now is just contain the ball and play it around so that they don't lose it easily. So the job for them that they had set out to do is halfway finished. Let's see if they could. And that was Millington there with a big clearance. So it's Jobels in the attacking third as Matthias is it around, and lovely, lovely walk there from Jebels as they enter the across, and he just cut back, and that should be a corner. So now the pressure is being turned on by Jebels as they look to put for the distance in this game away from Hopes International. And they will be doing themselves a favor because they will be spreading away with the lead. If this results hold tonight, they will finally be all by themselves on top of the table. Let's see, it's a shot corner. Let's see what results from it. And the ball is played up to the looping ball, and it wasn't well directed. So it's still Jebels and lovely footwork there. And what is going to be? And the ball is just out. So it's Dino, Charles. So nothing seems to be happening right now when it comes to Hope International, because they just tried to play out from the back, and that was a very soft mistake there from their number two, the right back. It seems like the pressure is getting to them. Let's see if they can overcome it as they try to make it up into the middle third, but they were impeded there. So it's Jebelles on the attack again with some intricate build up and trying some fancy footwork. Just play the ball around, taking the time. No need to rush at this point. They already got the lead. Plus, they already have a man advantage. So, just in case you're just joining us, Hope International is playing with 10 players, 9 outfield, due to a red card from their right back, who received 2 yellow cards, 2 cautions, early in the first half. So, yes, in case you're joining us, it's the SVGFF Premier League, and this encounter is actually somewhat like a finals. The winner of this match will move to the top or spread their advantage at the top. But however, currently, it, hopes are fighting to retain their number one position on top of the table. And as the live table goes, it's Jebelles who's leading here on 28 points, while Hope International, they will remain on 27. So it's free kick here, and it seems like Bino is behind this one. Jebels are being a team that usually have some dead ball specialists. So let's see if Bino can do something like as he leaves it to the other kicker and it goes up and out for a corner kick. So in the recently concluded Nation League, we saw some beautiful goals. I don't know if you took it in, but there were some beautiful goals in the just concluded Nation Leagues. As we await the as we await the free kick, the corner kick, and it seems to be Bino with the corner kick duty. Let's see if he could get this ball into a dangerous position as we see Bino in. However it goes, I finds it way to Stevens. Stevens just represented his country, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in Nation League. As we see, good defensive work there by Jomo Jilks as Jebel and Jebel will be having another corner kick. So just to give you a quick copy of the live table, the top three of the live table, it's as result stands, it's Jebelles FC leading the table with 28 points. Hopes International, they are currently second with 27 points. And we have Notleywood Predators who will play on Sunday, 7 p.m. They're on 24 points. So it's Jebelles and Hopes playing it out here, all to play for. And Hopes are currently in second position. So despite things not going as we see Wendy Coffee there, the number 8 for Hopes, trying to get his team up, get his team back into this game, trying to motivate his team because it's all to play for here in the SVGFF Premier League Club Championship. Hopes International dug themselves a hole falsely when they went a man down in the first half. And the more important result here is that they are currently, as they go on the attack, let's see what, and that is Matthias, Irel Matthias with clean walk, clearing all the dangers there. So, as I was saying earlier, Hopes dug themselves into a hole early by forcefully going behind. And they're also a man down. So it's Hope International decided to go the long road now. Let's see. As we see Jomo and his other midfielder trying to start a build up. But that's sturdy defending from Jebelles. Seems like they know what they're playing for. And we see a player still on the ground there. Let's see what the ref gonna do. As Jebel is about to break away. A bit of poor control there. But Millington is unable, and there's a lot of space there for the Jebel players who touch it a bit too long, and it's gonna be a foot race. But the ball just trickles out, and it's gonna be a throw in for. It's gonna be a corner kick for Hopes International. So we see Hopes International players, their legs starting to become laggy, but they are currently giving the Premier League title away to Jebels. Let's see if they can fight and get a favorable result here tonight. A draw won't be too bad for them. They can still leave this run on top of the league if they can secure a draw. But I know Coach Morgan and lovely ball there, and it's gonna be D'Souza. Let's see what D'Souza is about to do as he took and he squared back and it's gonna go to the Steven and Steven shoot, but it was close out there. And that was very good defending there for Hopes International as Jomo is with the ball and he looks up and he spreads it to Valdo, who takes a lovely ball in his chest, turns his man and keeps possession and is back to Jilks as Jilks moves with it. And Jilks scores lovely goals. Let's see if he got to pull one out of the hat here tonight for his team. But that was a poor pass there to Matthias, who finds Bino, but Bino leaves it to Joseph. As we see Jebel just slowing the game down a bit. And that's smart playing. And lovely run there again by Steven. And Steven as is in, will it be a goal? As he gets a pass, the keeper, it looks like it's going to be a goal. And it's a goal. Goal, Jebelles. And that was Steven. That was Steven there with that goal. The keeper touched it, but it was not enough to keep it out of the goal. As we see two Hopes International players squaring, trying to clear the lines, but they could not get back in time to clear it off the line. And hence, it's 2-0 in favor of Jebelles FC. And a lovely result there in favor of Jebelles. They are doing themselves. They're doing it themselves. They are not dependent on anyone to do it because the title is in their hands. As we see, the player just looks up in the sky and pumps his hands. So it's the coach of Hopes International just deciding to change it up a bit. And he brings on the number 7. So it's Anderson to get us back on the way. Let's see, there's still 17 minutes to be played in this match. Let's see if Jomo Jilks and Hope International can get things back to parity and maintain the league on top of the Premier League. And we see lovely footwork there and balance there as he still hustles. So it's Jebels again on the attack. And it's the foot race already for Stephen again. Let's see what he's going to do. But this time he has the big, strong Millington to contend with. Let's see if he gets past it. But he does the smart thing and pass it out to a player who fakes. Let's see if he's going to get a shot. Let's see what's going to take place there as he turns in the box. And he just needed a little bit too much time. But it's Bino who retrieving the ball. Let's see what Bino do. And he plays a lovely ball through to the number 20 as he wrongs the keeper. And it's going to be 3-0. And it's another goal for Jebelles FC. And they are scoring goals for fun right now. And the league leaders are who were the leaguers before the start of the game. And they are doing themselves a huge favor because they are also making sure that they tap up on their goal difference. So it's Jebelles FC on a mission, and they're leading, and they're starting to walk the field with their heads held high, feeling like they will be eventual champions of the Premier League, the SVGFF Premier League 2022-2023 seasons. And they're doing it in fine style because they are picking apart the reigning champions, Hope International FC. So the score, if you're just joining us, it's 3 goals to nil in favor of Jebelles FC. So we just saw a substitution there where the number 11 came off and the number 26 is on. If you want to watch this game and get it with a higher quality, you can go to 11 Sports, SVGFF, and you will be able to witness this game, not with the same lovely commentary, but you'll be able to witness this game as it's Jebel on the attack again, still trying to bolster their goal difference with a superior goal difference. They at the end of the season they will be level on point if they and Predators handle the business for the remaining 2 games. As we see the number 7 here now on the attack. Let's see what he can do. As he weaves over, look at it, lovely footwork, cutting through the players. But Jebels are playing like a team on a mission. They are helping each other. They are doing the basic principles of defense well. The two force principles. They are pressuring and covering. So for youngsters out there aspiring to be coaches or even players, football is not only when you have the ball at your feet. You also got to know that you got to defending as well, and it's very important. So it's Jomo Jilks playing it in. Let's see what comes of that. And it's nothing, but it's still hope. Getting to it first with Millington as he plays it back to his teammate as they try to launch a response to the blitz that they have just gotten from Jebels. But that turned out to be nothing, a nothing play. As so we have less than 15 minutes remaining in this game. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's still enough time for those of you who follows football. It's still enough time for someone or one of the substitute or even a player currently on the field to change the game. However, we might say that according to statistics, it's very unlikely that Hope International being a man down and three 3 goals to nil down, that they're gonna mount a comeback. But like we say, sports is a funny thing. So let's see. But we see Jebels FC, they're actually playing as a team. And that's lovely overlapping there from Jomo Jilks as he looks up. Didn't like what he see, so he plays it back to his player who decided to make a cross that was met by the substitute, the number 7, but it goes calmly and tamely into the hands of the Jebel's goalkeeper, who then boots downfield. And look at that, just there from the keeper, and it's on to the number 11 boots. And now he arrives in the attacking third. Let's see what he gonna do. As we see the number 8 just walking, not covering his teammate. So it's Jebel just playing around at the edge of Hope back, but it's Millington again there. No nonsense, clears it out. But it's gonna be pressure again as the ball goes to Jebel, and a lovely play on into the quick Steve. Oh no, that was a substitute, but the number 26 couldn't get to it, and the ball just trickles out. So we just have over 12 minutes remaining in this encounter where Jebels came out with a mission, and that was to defeat the reigning champion, the league leaders, and they are not just defeating them, they are doing it in style because they're 3 goals up. But like I said before, there's still a lot of time remaining in this game. So let's see if Hopes International can get one back, whether it may be just cancellation or whatever. Let's see if they can get one back and see what goes from there. So it's Matthias with the ball as he turns back, plays, finds his midfielder, Bino, and Bino just losing out there to Jilks. Jilks is not giving up as Jilks is trying to settle his team and rally his team. Let's see if they can do, but that was a very poor pass there now, and it's Jubel could be on the counter attack here. So Hopes International, they are actually trying, but they seems to be very leggy. You could see that in the lethargic movement across the field. But with the title on the line, let's see if they continue to fight. So it's Jebel again with this slow, trying to slow the pace of the game down. They are 3 goals up. They're just gonna knock it around, contain the ball, and we see a play there that the ref didn't think to be anything illegal, as we see Hopes on the attack. But we could see from their passing and even their movement that they are a bit leggy. I want to say that we could attribute that to the fact that they have been playing almost the whole game with 10 players due to the foolish play of the defender who picked up 2 quick fired yellow cards. Hope International still did a very good job of hanging in the game as long as they did, but it was always gonna be. So we see Jebelles again on the attack, but it's the big Millington day again, trying to contain them so that the score line doesn't reach to anything that is embarrassing. So it's Hope International now with pace and a breath of life now, trying to get a goal back. Let's see if they can get it. It might, oh, and that attack just peters out. So, in case you're just joining us, the live table at the end of this match will see Jebels FC going on top of the table, where Hopes International they will slip to second and they will await the other games that will be played at Victoria Park on Sunday from 5 p.m. And we see they can be leapfrogged on Friday if Nottingwood Predators can get the job done against Sion Hill. And Nottingwood also will have Nottingwood will also have their eyes on the goal difference. Right now, Jebel's goal difference is way superior to them, but still with 2 games to go, they got to go out and try to do their best and see if they can pull off and be champions. However, I got to check because I don't know if they're gonna do head to head or goal difference for the champions, but we'll see. On Sunday, I'll be back here, so please spread the message. I'll be back here sharing my commentary here with you. So look out for it. And so we are back, and we are within 10 minutes remaining now of this game. So it's Jimo Jilks plays over to the number 7 as he cuts in field. Yeah, so it's the live table as it is right now. It's Jebels FC on top of the SVGFF Premier League. They are on 28 points. Hoops International, they are currently second on 27 points. And Nottingwood Predators, they are on 24 points at third. As we see the Jebels FC just making some changes because the game seems to be all done and dusted. Although there's about 6 minutes, just around 6 minutes of time left in this one, plus additional time. So it's Jumbo Jilks behind the dead ball. Let's see if anything can comes up, if anything comes of it. It might just be what Hope International need to mount a last ditch fight to see if they can get back anything from this game. So it's Jomo Jilks as he plays it up, and it goes, forgive me, as it goes tamely into the arms of the Jebelles keeper, who gathers, and now he looks to start his attack as he punts downfield. And it's Jebels again on the attack. And it's Steven there leading the attack again. Let's see if he can get another one as he beats around his and he goes down. And let's see what the ref is gonna call as he looks to the ref. But the ref is not interested in that play as he just points to the spot for a goal kick. I'm sure if you had asked the Jebels coach, Mr. Chester Morgan, before the start of the game, if you had told him that he was gonna win this game by a 3 goal margin, he would have taken it. So they will be happy that they had a plan here and his players were able to come out and to execute, and hence they will be at the end of the match at the top of the Premier League, SV, SVGFF Premier League Club Championship. So it's Hope International still trying to, and that was lovely footwork there by the number 7, and nutmeg there on his. But the Jebels players, they are hunting in packs, and as you get past one, there's always a teammate there who backs him up and makes the attack. The attacker runs into a cul-de-sac. It's something like a mountain, and with nowhere to go, they eventually loses the ball. Uh, so currently we see a play down, and I can say that can be attributed to the fact that they have been playing almost a full 90 with 10 players after one of their players received 2 caution that resulted in a red card where he had to leave the field of play. So, and Hopes International, they were able to contain Jebels, contain the Jebels attackers for a long time until their legs started to get weary and they were not able to do it anymore, and hence we see the scoreline now, which is 3 goals to 0 in favor of Jebels FC. So it's a top of the table clash. It's not what we would have expected. Of course, we would have wanted to see goals, but we didn't expect that it would have been so lopsided. But As I said before, in case you're just joining us, Hopes International have been playing majority of this game with 10 players. So it was a matter of time before their legs got heavy, and with the constant pressure of Jebelles FC, eventually they would have unlocked Hoops International. So we see a player off, seems to be Jomo Jilks, and just thrown in there will because he had been battling whole night trying to get his team back. So we are less than 3 minutes remaining in this encounter of regular time. Let's see what's gonna take place. And it's lovely to see, even though the score is not in Hopes International favor, they executing fair play. As we see Jebels on the attack again, but the attacker Joseph, he was impeded. So the referee watched, tried to play the advantage, and then he just called it back. As we see Jebel starting the attack again, and it goes down the left side as they approach the attacking third. Let's see what you're gonna do. And now it's a bit of showboat in there from the Jebels attackers as they try a 1-2. Let's and now it's Coffee with the ball, still fighting, still going. It's Coffee. So in this top of the table encounter, we still see Hopes with less than 2 minutes remaining in regular time. They're still trying to see if they can get a consolation goal. So it's Coffee to take the free kick. As Coffee kicks upfield, but that ball was being cleared there by the number 32, the substitute defender for Jebels. And what I like about Jebels is that even though they made substitution, the players that came on, they came on with the same mentality. So we could see that Jebels FC is a very good drill team, and no wonder why they're at the top of the table of this season Premier League. And we could see based on the past results that the coaches they take pride in terms of their clean sheet. So it's been a number of games now that they have not conceded any goal. Yes, so it's Jebels on the attack again, but the Millington is still there fighting and still playing, hoping to get at least a consolation goal there. And that one was adjudged to be a foul. So Millington with the ball and his power will give his team a chance to get the ball into the attacking third. As we see, Hopes with the ball now, looking to build up, looking to build up. They're still being very, very composed despite the game is almost taking the time with the build up, hoping that they could at least break Jebels FC clean sheet streak. So it's Millington back to Coffee. Coffee plays it to his right back, who then takes his time, tries to play, and now he returns the ball back to Coffee, who is actually a midfielder but had to play. And there we have it. And there we have it. Full time. And it's in this top of the table encounter. It's Jebel FC coming out 3 goals to nil winners over Hopes International. And now Jebel FC are on top of the Premier League. The 2022-2023 seasons, the 2022-2023 season, and they did so in fighting style, where they eventually was able to break through the Hopes International fortress, and they just didn't break through. They were able to defeat them 3 goals to nil. So I'll see you here back and Sunday. So thank you for being here with me. I hope you enjoy and be safe. Peace out.